Yeah, right. You're gonna mirror me. Don't cross your feet. Cross your feet. You get 10 push-ups. When I say now, you come into the middle. You do a 1, 2, and then when you back out, you're gonna jab me to stop me in my tracks, as if I'm chasing you. Okay. All right. Let's go. So mirror me. If I come this way, that's it. Don't cross your feet. Hands up. Hands tight. Look at me. Look at your opponent. In. 1, 2. Out. Stop me. Jab. Boom. Good. Hands high. Hands high. That's it. Overweight. In. Stop me. Boom. Good. Hands high. Don't cross your feet. In. Don't rush it. Hands high. Hands high. Oh, 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups. Let's 5 push-ups. Let's go. Come on. It'll be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Let's go.
First of all, I never crossed.
Yeah, never mind. Let's go. In. 1, 2. Stop me. Hands tight. All right, mirror me. That's it. Good job, buddy. In. Stop. Bang. Good. In. Nice.
I've talked to 2 people who, I talked to Glover, who fought Jones. I talked to Alistair, who fought Ngannou. Both say that Jon could beat him and like his chances. What do you think?
Bro, God, I like Francis, a lot, but again, there's a lot of things that he does that aren't technically, you would never consider him a technical striker. And if you're able to get off an angle, right? Like, I've noticed one thing about guys, when Francis starts to go downhill, he's hell on wheels.
Yeah.
The guy's back straight up. If you cut an angle, right? Miocic did a good job of cutting angles. You know what else Stipe did to him? Stipe was able to get Francis to engage. He would fade back, and then he would just clock him in the face as hard as he could. And even though he didn't drop Francis, he would clock him in the face. So then Francis had to start respecting him, and then he would take him down. And I think if you can gather some respect, it would be easier to deal with. But it takes respect. Like, you got to get some respect. And I do believe that in that fight, Francis can knock him out. Like, if he hits him, and Jones can be hit. Like, let's not be crazy and think Jones can't be hit. But Jones, he's very evasive. He's very smart in there. And
good chin, too. He's taking some big shots.
I've hit him hard. Like, I've hit that dude hard a lot of times. If he can't knock him out, though, there's no way he beats him over 25 minutes.
Wait, so you're saying if Francis can't knock out Jones, Jones wins via decision?
He wins the fight. And I think Dominic Reyes has the best chance because he's right now, because he's athletic, he's big, and if he just had a little more cardio in that last fight, I think he would have won the fight. But if I was picking a favorite between Jones and Francis right now, I figure with the mind of Mike Winklejohn and Greg Jackson, they would figure out some sort of way to survive the early part of the fight. And then the threat goes from category 5 hurricane to category 3 hurricane over the course of 5 minutes. So
I'm curious how much he'd weigh in that fight.
Jones?
Yeah.
I don't know, 240, 235.
Oh, really? I was thinking like 220. Just be super light.
No, I think that's too small. If you fight a big guy like that and you're 220, then they hang on you. You notice Ovince St. Preux starting to deal with Ben Rothwell's weight. And even though he wasn't getting hit very much, he was just they're so heavy, right? The heavyweights are so heavy. That's why I love fighting the guys that aren't as big. Like, Stipe's not all that big, so it's not really all that scary because he's not just the biggest guy.
What do you pose for Khabib that the 28 people before you haven't?
Man, I mean, so you have to understand that Tony absolutely wanted to take that to the ground. My ability to use my feet to keep distance and control distance really throws, you have to be at a certain distance from somebody to be able to attack their legs. You have to press them against the fence. My ability with my feet to control the center of the octagon and keep the distance that I need and able for them to be uncomfortable to grapple will be the biggest asset that I bring. I hit like a truck. I'll say that 1,000 times. I hit so hard. I kick so hard. It doesn't take, but the very, very perfect shot to, that huge cut under Tony Ferguson's eye, the broken orbital bone. That was probably from one right hand. Although I hit him with, 50, that one right hand. So, I have the ability to cause damage. So, when I'm in there, it's 25 minutes of fighting. He's going to have a hell of a time taking me down. It's not going to be easy for him to take me down, to close the distance, to take me down. He's going to get cracked the same way that Tony did coming in. And I'm going to have to be in incredible shape. And yeah, let's go.
As we move forward and get ready for the unification fight, what would your message be to Khabib?
Man, there's really not much to say. He's a killer like I'm a killer, man. It's gonna be, a great fight. I'm gonna use the opportunity to pump up the whole USA versus Russia because I think it's awesome. I think it's gonna bring unity all the way around. For them, for us, in general, for the sport. We're both competitors, so when we fight, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge because it's gonna be the two best in the world, figuring out who's the best on that night for 25 minutes.
A lot could happen between now and then because of the pandemic. But if you had a choice of where you can have this fight, where would you want to fight him?
Shit, I'll fight him somewhere in the heart of Dagestan or Russia.
So you want to go all the way out there and do it for the country?
Bring on the chaos, baby.
Congratulations on the victory. When it went to the judges' scorecards, how confident were you that you had the decision?
I feel like I had a good first round, and I think I lost the second round, so I came out in the third, and I think I won the fight.
Was there anything about Angela that surprised you in the matchup? Her striking looked really on point. It seemed like you guys were sort of just trading blows back and forth. It was a really exciting fight.
Yeah, so I've been working my striking now, and I was comfortable standing. I was having fun there. I could take her down, but I was working I feel like I'm evolving as a fighter. I feel like I need those type of fights to keep evolving, keep getting better, and when I get there against somebody that can do anything with me, I'll be ready for anything.
When it went to the third round, knowing that, I know you wanted to show off your striking, but why didn't you opt to go and try and take it to the ground where you have sort of an advantage there?
Because I was having fun, and like I said, I need those type of fights. I need to strike against good strikers so I can keep evolving and I keep getting better.
We talked about heading into this fight, how many canceled fights you've had and how you haven't fought since July. How did you feel in there just being off for so long?
Man, it's crazy, like we're going through some crazy times right now. And training this pandemic was kind of frustrating. I got fights canceled, like in January, Alexa Grasso didn't make weight. I was so damn ready for that fight. And then I had a fight against Marina and they couldn't bring her from Brazil. And then Angela Hill, but then they canceled. It was crazy, it's just, I was keeping my weight down, trying to keep my mindset, but it was so hard to train on this crazy pandemic.